And look, remind me just quickly for people at home, unlike in Australia, the formal precedence order in America, the Speaker's number 3, isn't it?
2 heartbeats away from the presidency.
Right. And number 1 and number 2 aren't that chop. So if we've got a vacant seat in number 3, some would argue that's a better outcome than the first.
Some would argue that.
That's dangerous, isn't it?
It is, and we're back to the drawing board there, where there's 9 candidates now, and that's an outcome of just the long brewing civil war in the Republican Party, is what's leading to this.
Michael, you are a frequent visitor to the Middle East. All of these issues now, we're seeing Iran mentioned in almost every second column I'm reading. Every cross has got some mention of a supreme leader and either overt or covert Iranian involvement. How concerned are you?
Well, the IRGC is the Iranian Revolutionary Guards is behind all of this. They and the ayatollahs are absolutely crucial to this. The Israelis are shocked going from, start-up nation to an existential threat on 3 fronts, all headed by Iran. They're less naive about Biden and co than many other naive Westerners, and especially since they rightly judge that Biden and co are responsible for the disastrous position that the world is in because of their indulgence of the Iranians over the last 2 years. And the crucial thing...
$6 billion.
Absolutely. And the crucial thing, Peter, is do the ayatollahs think that Biden has the ability to use the military power that he's assembling over there? It's not a question just of your capacity, the 2 aircraft carriers, but have you got the will to use them as this increasing attack of the Iranians all around the region, directly on Americans, via Hezbollah on Israel, and certainly via their stooges and Hamas.
It reminds me of, speak softly and carry a big stick. The threat only works if someone thinks you might use that big stick, and that's the question mark with Biden, isn't it?
It is, and based on past record, you wouldn't be 100% confident after Afghanistan. I think that's the assessment that hardheads like Putin and the Ayatollah have made about them. But this threat of using a long-range missile directly from Iran, attacking American ships in the Red Sea, attacking American bases via their proxies in Iraq and Syria, it's outrageous.
But who would have
the
thought
address is Iran, the address is Tehran.
Who would have thought they would cross the border when they did? Who would have thought it wouldn't have been picked up by the Israelis? Who would have thought that the degradation of human life of civilians would be as extreme as it is? I mean, I think we're in uncharted waters. I'll go to Coach in a minute, but just quickly, Port of Darwin. I thought Albanese said he didn't want the Port of Darwin leased to the Chinese in opposition. Why roll over in government? Because
he's going off to Beijing to, have a make-up with Xi. It's he got the journalists back, although we left one other Australian there. I think this is what people don't understand. This is not a normal Labor government. Bob Hawke would have been in Israel like a flash. Remember, he was there with Golda Meir during the 1973 war. This is a socialist left government. It's not a normal Labor government. They're weak on defence procurement, they're weak on the Port of Darwin, and they're weak on Israel and terrorism. And it'll come back to bite Australians.